Hey there, welcome to another episode of Blake's Everyday Podcast. So, tonight it's probably going to be a little bit of another shorter video, and I hate the fact that I keep on doing these short videos for you, but it's just what happens sometimes, and it's not that I'm getting burnt out or anything. I'm still on fire for the Lord. It's just sometimes I don't know. Today was a long day. It was a very very long day. Um, so um, my my mom comes over I won't say every Tuesday, and she comes and helps, and like she just comes and watches the kids while my wife goes and does I don't even know. I think it's Bible study. I should know, but I don't. She's probably told me half a bazillion times. But I suck at listening, just as every man does. That's fine. Well, yeah, to each their own. But uh, tonight I worked super late. I was working very long. Well, yeah, I was working pretty long, and then I had a light fixture come in the mail, and I had to install that. But to install that, I had to install a J box. So I had to get up in the attic, which I live in Southwest Florida. It's about 90 some odd degrees today. I was exhausted. Got the J box installed. 95 degrees in an attic is more like 135. Whew, that was rough, but I got it done. Got it done and installed. Got the light fixtures. Cool. It's got Bluetooth speakers on it. We're replacing like a fluorescent lighting. Tomorrow I'm gonna probably patch up some holes and stuff. Try to make it look really nice in that area. But and then after that, my wife had forgotten that she had made a pickup order, and it was already like almost 9 o'clock, and so I went and picked up this pickup order, and got home. It was probably about 9:30. Tried to clean as much as I could with the wife. Get some stuff picked up, because our house was a destructive mess. I don't know. It's been a long day. I sent the kids to bed. Kids helped clean a little bit before they went to bed, even though it was kind of late. I know some people are like, "Oh, we put our kids to bed at like this time or that time," but yeah, I don't know. We try to do our best with stuff like that, but I lost track of time, honestly. I looked at the clock. I don't know why I thought it was at like 8:30. Well, our oven says that it's 8:30. Like the time that shows on your stove. It's like, oh, it's 8:30. So I was like, hey, kids, get over here and clean that stuff up that you made a mess with, because that's ridiculous. So they were over there cleaning it up, and um, uh, Jojo's like, well, my wife, she's like, by the way, you do know that that's an hour later, right? After they had already been cleaning for a while. I forgot about that. So it was actually 9:30. Sent him to bed. And yeah, finally I'm sitting here talking to you guys. But it's been a long day. It's been a real, real long day. But everything that I sought out to do was accomplished. So, I mean, was it a bad day? Absolutely not. It was great. It was a great day. The Lord blessed me with a great day today. I hope He blessed you with a great day as well. Because, you know what? That's the best. If you're still kicking, it's a great day. That's the way we need to look at it, right? Any day that we're still kicking is a great day. I had some discouraging moments, especially when I was up there in the attic. I'm not gonna lie. I was hammering in a nail. I couldn't get a hold of my wife because I didn't even think about it. She was like, "Why didn't you call me?" I don't know. To be honest with you, that was a good idea, but it just didn't come to my brain. But while I was up there, I almost said GD because I hit my thumb hammer, and I was like, stop myself, and I don't know. I felt so bad about it, and I don't know. That's good. That's good that I felt bad about that, but that's really bad that I almost said it. So, even though it was a good day, we had our struggling moments. Everybody has their struggling moments. And today, I think we're only going to read one chapter tonight. Because tomorrow, yeah, 22 is so long. But so is 23 and so is 24. Oh my goodness. We literally only have 4 chapters left. But there's no way I'm reading all of chapter 22 as well. That is so long. But enough about me. Let's go ahead and get to reading the Bible. Towns for the Levites. Now the family heads of the Levites approached Eleazar, the priest, Joshua son of Nun, and the heads of the other tribal families of Israel at Shiloh and Canaan, and said to them, "The Lord commanded through Moses that you give us towns to live in, with pasture lands for our livestock." So as the Lord had commanded, the Israelites gave the Levites the following towns and pasture lands out of their own inheritance. The first lot came out of the Kohathites, according to their clans. The Levites, who were descendants of Aaron the priest, were allotted 13 towns from the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin. The rest of Kohath's descendants were allotted 10 towns from the clans of the tribes of Ephraim, Dan, and half of Manasseh. The descendants of Gershon were allotted 13 towns from the clans of the tribes of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and the half-tribe of Manasseh in Bashan. The descendants of Merari, according to their clans, received 12 towns from the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. So the Israelites allotted the Levites these towns and their pasture lands as the Lord had commanded through Moses. From the tribes of Judah and Simeon, they allotted the following towns by name. These towns were assigned to the descendants of Aaron, who were the Kohathite clans of the Levites, because the first lot fell to them. They gave them Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, with its surrounding pasture land in the hill country of Judah. Arba was the forefather of Anak. But the fields and villages around the city they had given to Caleb son of Jephunneh as his possession. So to the descendants of Aaron, the priests, they gave Hebron, a city of refuge for one accused of murder, Libnah, Jetur, Eshtemoa, Holon, Debir, Ain, Judah, and Beth Shemesh, together with their pasture lands, 9 towns from these 2 tribes. And from the tribe of Benjamin they gave them Gibeon, Geba, Anathoth, and Almon, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. The total number of towns for the priests, the descendants of Aaron, came to 13, together with their pasture lands. The rest of the Kohathite clans of the Levites were allotted towns from the tribe of Ephraim. In the hill country of Ephraim, they were given Shechem, a city of refuge from one accused of murder, and Gezer. Kibzaim and Beth Horon, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. Also from the tribe of Dan, they received Eltekeh, Gibbethon, Ajalon, and Gath Rimmon, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. From half the tribe of Manasseh, they received Tanakh and Gath Rimmon, together with their pasture lands, 2 towns. All these 10 towns and their pasture lands were given to the rest of the Kohathite clans. The Levite clans of the Gershonites were given from the half-tribe of Manasseh, Golan and Bashan, a city of refuge for one accused of murder, and Eshterah, together with their pasture lands, 2 towns. From the tribe of Issachar, Kishion, Debereth, Jarmuth, and En-Ganem, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. From the tribe of Asher, Mishal, Abdon, Helkath, and Rehob, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. From the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh and Galilee, a city of refuge for one accused of murder, Hamath, Dor, and Kartan, together with their pasture lands, 3 towns. The total number of towns of the Gershonite clans came to 13, together with their pasture lands. The Merarite clans, the rest of the Levites, were given from the tribe of Zebulun, Jokneam, Karath, Dimnah, and Nahalal, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. From the tribe of Reuben, Bezer, Jahaz, Kadamoth, and Mepheth, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. From the tribe of Gad, Ramoth and Gilead, a city of refuge for one accused of murder, Mahanaim, Heshbon, and Jazer, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns in all. The total number of towns allotted to the Merarite clans, who were the rest of the Levite clans, came to 12. The towns of the Levites in the territory held by the Israelites were 48 in all. together in their pasture lands, each of these towns and pasture lands surrounding it. This was true for all these towns. So the Lord gave Israel all the land he had sworn to give their ancestors. And they took possession of it and settled there. The Lord gave them rest on every side, just as he had sworn to their ancestors. Not one of their enemies withstood them. The Lord gave all their enemies into their hands. Not one of all the Lord's good promises to Israel failed. Everyone was fulfilled. All right. I just want to make sure that we don't have anything on the previous page, which I don't think we did, but oh. All right. So chapter 21, verses 1 through 8. The Levites patiently waited for their other tribes to receive their inheritance before reminding Eliezer and Joshua, son of God's command, that as their inheritance all right, let me reread that. Before reminding Eliezer and Joshua of God's command, that as their inheritance the Levites were to receive from the tribes of Israel towns in which to live. Israel, in obedience to God's command, fulfilled its responsibility to God and to the tribe of Levi. Acting responsibly toward others brings honor not only to them and ourselves, but to God as well. Chapter 21, verses 43 through 45. God accomplished for the people of Israel all that he said he would do. The Israelites, for their part, had marched into and taken the land for their possession. So God gave them the rest from their enemies. Furthermore, whenever the people served God faithfully and were obedient to his commands, he conquered even the most powerful of their enemies. Israel's problems arose only when they committed acts of sin against God or failed to act courageously in faith. Today, each of us faces the same challenges to remain faithful. The Israelites are profound examples of the need to continue to seek God and surrender to him. Yeah. I mean, just look at America today. We all need him. We all need God. I do think that that's all the furthest that we're gonna get tonight. I'm sorry. Another short video. It sucks, but we're gonna get through it. Dear God, thank you for blessing us with another great day. Thank you for giving us a great day. Thank you for letting us get through our challenges and looking to you as a reward, Lord, as talking to you and reading your word is the reward, Lord, and we're just so grateful for the opportunity to just talk to you and read your word. We find ourselves in the place that may not be perfect, Lord, and we're just trying to make our way into the gracious hands of you, and we just hope that even our enemies can do the same. We hope that they can find light and find their way into your light, Lord. I pray that anybody is able to just see your light and change your ways, just to see who you are and try to gain or just try to walk your path, Lord. And we just We thank you for the food that was on our table. We thank you for the roof over our heads tonight. Thank you for everything that you've given us, Lord. In God's name, amen. All right. Well, I hope you guys had a great Monday. I had a good one, even though it was long. Don't stay up too late. Have a great Tuesday. I will talk to you tomorrow, and we will move further in Joshua. Chapter 22 is very long, so we'll try to make it through more than a chapter, but honestly, it just depends on what the day brings. But have a good night.